Ain't worried about nothing. My God is with me, guys. And he finds the sweetest, sweetest ways just to let me know that his invisible presence is always with me. Oh my goodness. Like this, well, this one started from a while ago. My brother Kevin has been teaching me these lessons about patience. So I called him, I said, Kevin, this thing is hard. This patience thing is hard that you're trying to teach me. And he said, look, Nick, I made a lot of good decisions because I was patient. And so that was like last week sometime, and I did a video on it, and I sent him the video, and I said, oh, I'm telling the world that I'm learning from you about this patience. And we ended up talking about it again, and I sent him a message that about the whole, thanking him for the good advice, and that's a chapter for our book even, that I said we have to coordinate a book with all these valuable lessons, and I say patience has to be one of the chapters in the book. So right after that, after having that conversation with him last week, I go to have an appointment with God. And remember I told you I've been going to my website to say to God, what do you have to say to me? And at the very top of the page that I got a little nudge from God to read was incredibly a post where I said, grateful I had all the patience. And that was me singing and dancing in my car to Meek Mill's song, Dangerous. So that was last week, our conversation, and the conversation continued even again today about the patience, the lesson, and he sent me a beautiful voice note. And he said, Nick, you gotta have patience. Say, don't try to be God. Try to be God's angel. Just try to stay behind him. And I was so happy to hear that from him, like a little encouragement for me today. And so right after that, I go for my run. After hearing from him, I go for my run and just putting my phone on the song on shuffle. The first song that came up was that very same Meek Mill song, Dangerous. Grateful I had all the patience. So you see how God is, guys. Of all my 800 songs in my library, for that to be the first one after Kevin sent me that beautiful message this morning about being patient, guys. It was no coincidence. God is just saying, Nick, you gotta be patient right now. This is a valuable lesson, guys, that he's trying to teach me. We have to, and not just teach me, teach everyone, that this whole coronavirus and everything that's going on, we're gonna just have to be patient and just trust God and hold on to his hand like this in every moment, knowing that he's going through this life with us, through the rough periods. Like I keep saying, he's in the fire with us, he's in the storms with us, he's in the furnace with us. Whatever situation we're gonna go through, God is with us. And see how I picked up, I said, Kevin is really my messenger from God. And for God to say, yes, Nick, I agree with Kevin. You gotta be patient right now. For that Meek Mill song to play Dangerous for the first song, so I want you guys picking up on these messages from God, because this is how he directs us on the path to the most beautiful life with him. So here I am saying, grateful I had all that patience from months ago when I wrote that post, or whenever I wrote it, for it to show up in that appointment with God, with him reminding me of it again. Nick, you gotta be patient. My brother Kevin, Nick, you gotta be patient, you gotta be patient. So God is always talking to us so we can make the best decisions. Life is all about the decisions we make. So if we're gonna make good decisions, we're gonna have to keep our ears open. For me to go to that appointment, sit down and said, okay, God, which page should I read today from my We Roll With God website? And he took me exactly there, that was the message at the very top. So Kevin sending me this message this morning, again, about staying behind God. So don't try to be God. Don't try to control situations. Just allow God to direct us one step at a time as to where he would have us to go, where he would have us to go, what he would have us to do, what he would have us to say. And this is how he guides us on the path to a beautiful life. Even during the storms, even during the challenges, he's there, and he finds these ways just to let me know and let us know if we're paying attention. Like Duro said, if we see have the eyes to see him and the ears to hear him, then we'll know exactly where God is guiding us. So guys, don't miss out on the best life with God. We need him, we need him, we need him. Julie told me her appointment with God this morning was, Mom, God told me that I need to rely more on him, that I must be dependent on him. And that's exactly what Kevin is trying to say. Don't try to be ahead of God, directing God as to what you want him to do for you. We got to be behind God and let God be the leader and the guide of our lives. This patience thing is hard for your girl, but if this is what God wants me to do, no problem. God, anything for you. I'm with you all the way, because this is how he has guided me on the path to the best life. My videographer of the day is my boo, Amber. I have to give her a public apology. I told her something yesterday, and I said, you're a fake daughter. And I have to really, really take that back after an appointment with God where she got up like 3 o'clock one morning just to come and be my assistant at the passport office. I said, how could I ever call you a fake daughter, my boo-boo? You are always there for me. And it just goes to show, guys, nobody is perfect in this life. Nobody. We all have our moments, you know? So I look at Amber, I say 95% of the decisions that she makes, she's this wonderful daughter that God has blessed me with. So the 5% time that she may not get it quite right, but I feel she's like her mama. We go a little bit crazy sometimes, and we might do things we might regret later. But at the end of the day, I think God is teaching us some valuable lessons that we can learn from, that we can grow from, so that we could be the maximum people that God is calling us to be. Don't you think so, Em? Mm-hmm. We're constantly learning, we're constantly growing every day. And God said, be patient with yourself too, Nick. So you may keep falling, no problem. You're going to keep getting up and keep trying and keep persevering. But just be patient with yourself. Be patient with others. Such a valuable lesson from my brother Kevin and from God. Okay, guys, I'm grateful. I've had all the patience in my life because it's really gotten me here to a beautiful place where I can say wholeheartedly, God, thank you for all my blessings. I'm so grateful.